apologize, okay?
I want to know where you were.
Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
What?
Gloria Steinem. She's a writer. She just started her own magazine. She testified in the Senate.
Yeah, I know who Gloria Steinem is. What if you got hurt or arrested?
Mom, it's a rally, not a riot.
Jane, these things can get out of hand.
Okay, well, I'm 15 years old and you don't need to control every minute of my life.
Yes, I do. That is my job, and your job is to go to school and learn.
Now the analysis.
I apologize.
I apologize. I apologize. A 5-syllable thought group. I appall. And the middle syllable, the third syllable, is the most stressed. I apologize. But the intonation is smooth. We don't have skips. It scoops up, the voice scoops up, and then it comes back down. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Linked together smoothly, we have a vowel-to-vowel link here with the diphthong I, linking right into the schwa of apologize. In a link like this, when it's an I diphthong linking into another word that begins with a vowel or a diphthong, you can think of connecting them with a Y sound. You apologize. You apologize. I apologize. It can help smooth out that link.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize, okay?
Okay, okay. Pitch goes up at the end. Okay. It's a yes-no question. However, she's not really asking yes or no. Her tone is pretty harsh, isn't it? I apologize. It doesn't sound very apologetic at all. I apologize, okay?
I apologize, okay? I apologize, okay? I apologize, okay?
I want to know where you were.
I want to know where you were. One sentence, one thought group. What are the most stressed syllables there?
I want to know where you were. I want to know where you were. I want to know where you were.
I want to know where you were. I think know and were are the most stressed words there. Every word is linked together smoothly. The words want to linked together into a single reduction wanna. I wanna know. I wanna know where you were. No gaps between the words. Everything super smooth. I wanna. I diphthong right into the W consonant sound. Schwa of wanna, right into the stress word no. I wanna know. I wanna know where you were.
I wanna know where you were. I wanna know where you were. I wanna know where you were.
Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
Then her daughter replies with a long thought group. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. What do you hear as the most stressed words there?
Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
Went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. So Denise is a little bit stressed, but there's also, she's not putting a lot of energy in her voice there at the beginning. Denise.
Denise and I went to a rally. Denise and I went to a rally. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
Speak is also a little bit longer. Let's talk about our reductions. Do you hear any reductions here? A reduction is where a sound on a word is dropped or changed.
Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
The first one right here, Denise and I. Denise and I. The word and is reduced. It's just an N sound, quick schwa N, Denisen, Denisen, Denise and I. I think this word sounds sort of like the word in when it's reduced. Denise and I. Denise and I. And it's really smoothly linked together. The ending S sound links into the schwa, Denise and I. And then the N sound links right into the I diphthong. Denise and I. Denise and I. Denise and I.
Denise and I. Denise and I. Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
Went to a. We have two T's here. They're connected with just a single true T sound. So you don't need to make two T's here. We link them together. Went to a rally. Went to a rally.
Went to a rally. The word to.
This word usually reduces. Almost always the vowel changes to the schwa, but here the next word is simply the schwa. So if we changed the u vowel to a schwa, then we wouldn't have anything to let us know we're changing syllables here, because it would be the same exact sound. So in order to link smoothly but have us hear that as two separate words, we don't reduce the vowel when it's followed by a schwa. Tua, 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 tua. So even though it's not stressed, that would be tu. It's still said flatly and quickly, tu, tu, tu. It's not reduced. Went to a, went to a, went to a.
Went to a rally. Went to a rally. Went to a rally.
Went to a rally. Went to a rally. Okay, now look, here we have another word to another opportunity to study the word. How is it pronounced here?
Went to a rally to hear. Went to a rally to hear. Went to a rally to hear.
It's definitely not tu, tu, tu. There's no true T, and there's no U vowel. It's more of a flap T, and then the vowel is the schwa, rallied. So we make a T a flap T when it comes between two vowels. We don't usually do this at the beginning of words, but words like today, tomorrow, to, together, these words we do sometimes do this with. Make the true T a flap T instead. Rallida, rallida, rallida. So we have two occurrences of the word to. Both times they're unstressed, but once it's not reduced at all, none of the sounds are changed. And the other time it's reduced a lot. Both sounds change. Flap T and schwa. Rallida, rallida.
A rally to hear. A rally to hear. A rally to hear.
Here, this is a verb, and usually our content words are stressed, but in any sentence, if we have a lot of different content words, that is nouns, verbs, adjectives, or adverbs, they won't all be equally stressed. So here, went, and here, even though those are both verbs, to me feel less stressed than the others. Then we have Gloria Steinem, a proper noun. Now, anytime we have a name, it's the last word in the name that's the most stressed. So Gloria, glor, the stressed syllable there is stressed, but Steinem, the stressed syllable there to me is even more stressed. Gloria Steinem. Da 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 da. Steinem. The stressed syllable of her last name would be the most stressed in the group of her name. Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem.
And then one more stressed word, speak, at the end.
Gloria Steinem speak. Gloria Steinem speak. Gloria Steinem speak.
What?
What? What? She does a light true T release at the end. That's a little uncommon. It's more common to make a stop T at the end of a thought group. What? What? But she does a light release. Notice the intonation goes up. What? What? She's surprised. She can't believe what she's hearing. Let's talk about the WH consonants here. How does she pronounce these sounds?
What? What? What?
Just as a pure W sound. What? What? It's become outdated, I would say, to pronounce the sound before the W. What? What? In WH words, you might hear some people say it that way. My mom does it that way. What? White, for example. But it's much more common these days to just do a clean W sound. What? Not the W sound with the little escape of air H before. What?
What? What? What?
Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem. Okay, there's that name again. And again, we have a little bit of stress on the stressed syllable of Gloria, but then more stress on the stressed syllable Steinem. Gloria Steinem. There's no separation between these words. They're linked smoothly together because they're part of the same thought group. Everything in English is really smoothly linked together within the same thought group. Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem. She's a writer.
She's a writer. She's a writer. Again, linked together really smoothly. There's no break. The letter A, the article A here is the schwa. She's a, so the apostrophe S is a Z sound. It links right into the schwa. The schwa links right into the beginning sound of the next word, which is an R. The W is silent in this word. She's a writer. She's a writer. What's the most stressed syllable there?
She's a writer. She's a writer. She's a writer.
It's the stressed syllable of writer. So we have smoothly going up, she's a writer. Then the peak on ri and the pitch falls down. She's a writer. Really smooth, no jumps or gaps in the pitch there. She's a writer. And notice the T here is a flap T because it comes between two vowel sounds. So it's not t, a true T, but rather da-da-da-da-da, a flap of the tongue. She's a writer.
She's a writer. She's a writer. She's a writer. She just started her own magazine.
She just started her own magazine. What are your most stressed words there?
She just started her own magazine. She just started her own magazine. She just started her own magazine.
Started her own magazine. Star and mag, the most stressed syllables there. The other syllables said quickly. She just. How is the word just pronounced? Focus especially on the ending cluster ST.
She just started. She just started. She just started.
Just started. Just started. She just started. The T is dropped. This is really common with the ST cluster at the end. When the next word begins with a consonant, we tend to drop the T. Just started. So the two words link together with a single S sound. She just started. She and just, low in pitch, flatter compared to star. She just star. She just started.
She just started. She just started. She just started.
The T here in started, another flap. Why? It comes after an R before a vowel, not between vowels. True, but this same rule applies. A T becomes a flap T when it comes after an R before a vowel. Started, started. So the vowel sound here is the I as in sit vowel followed by the D consonant. This is how we pronounce the ED ending. Started, it did. The ED ending is pronounced this way if the sound before is a T or a D. Started, started. The ED ending, when it makes an extra syllable, is always unstressed. Started, did. So it's said more quickly, it's flatter in pitch, less energy in the voice. Started. She just started.
She just started. She just started. She just started her own magazine.
Her own magazine. Her own magazine. So her and own, less stressed, a little flatter, leading up in pitch and energy to the stressed syllable mag. Her own magazine. And then smoothly the voice falls off. So this is how stress works in American English. We have stressed syllables where the pitch of the voice peaks and the energy of the voice peaks, and it's always a smooth connection up to and then falling away from that peak. The word her. She doesn't drop the H, although that is a common reduction. Started her own magazine. You might hear that. She doesn't do that though. She pronounces a light H sound, even though it's unstressed. Her own magazine.
Her own magazine. Her own magazine. Her own magazine. She testified in the Senate.
She testified in the Senate. Okay, so she's getting more impassioned. The pitch of her voice, the high pitches of her voice are getting higher. She testified in the Senate. And then her mom starts speaking. But she, in, the, all function words, a little less important for meaning, lower in pitch, faster, less clear than the stressed syllables of the stressed words. Test, sen.
She testified in the Senate. She testified in the Senate. She testified in the Senate.
Notice the ED ending here in testified. It's just a sound. It's the D sound. So there's no extra syllable. It's not a vowel and a consonant. It's just a consonant. And that's because the sound before was not a T or a D. Testified. So just a light D sound at the end, which then links into the next word, the I as in sit vowel for in. She testified in the Senate. And it's hard to hear because her mom starts talking, but this T is a stop T. She doesn't release the escape of air. Senate. It's an abrupt stop of air. If I said that with a true T, it would sound like this. Senate. Do you hear the difference? Senate. But instead it's Senate. That might sound to you like the T is dropped, but it's not totally dropped because we do stop the air. Senate. and that abrupt stop is part of the T.
I know who Gloria Steinem is.
Yeah, I know who Gloria Steinem is. So a really quick yeah. And then I know who Gloria Steinem is. A thought group with 3 stressed syllables. I know who Gloria Steinem is. And all of those sounds link together really smoothly. There's no break between words. I know who Gloria Steinem is. Ending M links right into the beginning vowel, I, of is. Is pronounced with a light, weak Z sound at the end. Is.
I know who Gloria Steinem is. I know who Gloria Steinem is. I know who Gloria Steinem is. What if you got hurt?
What if you got hurt? What if you got hurt? 2 stressed words there. What if you got hurt? Hurt the most stressed. She does a light release, so that's a true T, hurt. The T here, got hurt, is a stop T. We make a T a stop T when it's at the end of a thought group, like here in Senate, or when it's followed by a word that begins with a consonant sound. And here it begins with a consonant sound H. Got hurt, got hurt. So there's a stop here, got hurt, and that signifies the stop T. What about the T in what over here?
What if you got hurt? What if you got hurt? What if you got hurt?
What are you hearing there? It's a flap T. What if? What if? And that's because it comes between 2 vowel sounds. So even though the vowel in if, the I vowel, isn't part of the same word, these 2 words link together. So that T does come between 2 vowels, and it is a flap T. That flap T connects the 2 words. What if? What if? What if?
What if you got hurt? What if you got hurt? What if you got hurt or arrested?
Mom,
Arrested. Arrested. Da, da, da. Stress on the middle syllable, arrested. The ed ending of this word, how is it pronounced? It is an extra syllable. That means it's a vowel and a consonant. The I vowel and the D sound, that's because the sound before was a T. Arrested. Arrested.
Or arrested.
Mom,
Or arrested.
Mom,
Or arrested.
Mom, it's a rally, not a riot.
Mom, it's a rally, not a riot. Okay, so what do we have here? What are our most stressed syllables? Mom has some length. Mom, it's a rally, not a riot. Then stress on the syllable ral and ry. She also exaggerates the R, rally. And when we exaggerate a consonant by holding it out a little bit, giving it a little bit more time, that adds more stress. It's a rally.
It's a rally, not a riot. It's a rally, not a riot. It's a rally, not a riot.
It's a little hard to hear what her final T is. I think it's a true T, but it's a little hard to hear because her mom starts talking. It's a, not a. These 2 sets of unstressed words, flatter in pitch. It's a, not a. Said more quickly compared to rally and riot, which are stressed. Everything links together. Everything's very smooth. It's a rally, not a riot. Not a, linking together with that flap T.
It's a rally, not a riot. It's a rally, not a riot. It's a rally, not a riot.
Jane, these things can get out of hand.
Okay, well,
Jane, Jane. Single thought group, stressed word, up, down. Jane, Jane, Jane. These things can get out of hand. Get out of hand. She says this word a little bit differently. It's part of the accent that she's developed for this movie. We would say hand. The a as in bat vowel, when it's followed by n, like it is here, has an sound like butter or schwa before the n. Hand. This is where the back of the tongue relaxes, but this is not really how she pronounces it.
Jane, these things can get out of hand.
Okay.
Jane, these things can get out of hand. Jane, these things can get out of hand.
Hand, hand, hand. So that's not really a standard pronunciation of the word. Hand, hand, would be more standard. The word these, unstressed, said more quickly. These things can get. Then we have the word can. It's not only unstressed, but it reduces as sound changes. Rather than it's the schwa, and it's said really quickly. Can. Things can get.
These things can get out of hand. These things can get out of hand. These things can get out of hand.
Now we have two T's here. This T comes between two vowel or diphthong sounds. This T comes between two vowel or diphthong sounds, so they should both be flap T's. Let's listen to how she does it.
Can get out of hand. Can get out of hand. Can get out of hand.
And they are both flap T's. Get outta. The word of is reduced to just the schwa. That's pretty common, especially with out. Outa. Get out of hand. Get out of hand.
Get out of hand. Get out of hand. Get out of hand.
Okay, well, I'm 15 years old and you don't need to control every minute of my life.
Then we have a very long thought group here. It continues on to the next slide. Let's listen to this first part and listen for the stressed syllables.
Okay, well, I'm 15 years old. Okay, well, I'm 15 years old. Okay, well, I'm 15 years old.
So her pitch is higher, her speech is a lot faster, showing emotion here. But I still hear a couple syllables, a couple words is a little bit more stressed. Okay, well, I'm 15 years old. 15 and old, a little bit longer, a little bit more stressed. The T here is a true T because it starts a stressed syllable, 15. That's different than the word 50, where it's the first syllable that's stressed, 50, dd. Then we usually make that T a flap T, even though it doesn't follow the rules, 50. But 15 has a true T stress on the second syllable. Well, I'm 15 years old. Notice everything links together really smoothly. The plural S in years is pronounced as a Z, and it links into the next word, zold, years old.
Okay, well, I'm 15 years old. Okay, well, I'm 15 years old. Okay, well, I'm 15 years old and you don't need to control every minute of my life.
And you don't need to control every minute of my life. Okay, don't. She stresses that. She does a gesture with her arms on it to add more stress. You don't need to control every minute of my life. Okay, so those are our most stressed syllables. What else is going on here? First of all, I notice a reduction with the word and. Said really quickly. In you.
And you don't need to.
Now we have a stressed word don't. Usually when a word is stressed, we don't change anything about the pronunciation. We don't reduce it. But what happens to the T? Let's listen.
And you don't need to.
It's totally dropped. This is a way that we do pronounce an apostrophe T contractions. There are several different ways it's pronounced. This is one of them. T completely dropped. The N in don't links directly into the N in need. Don't need. You don't need.
You don't need to.
Need. Now here, again, it's a flap. It's not a true T sound. It's more like a D. And we can link that with the word before, need. So this is just like earlier when she reduced the word to flap and schwa. She's doing it again. Need.
You don't need to control it.
Control. Stress on the second syllable. TR cluster is often pronounced as CHR, and I do hear this lightly as a CH rather than a T sound. Control
every minute of my life.
Minute of my life. Every minute of my life. Every minute of my life. Again, the pitch change is always very smooth. Every min. That's leading up to the peak in minute of my life. It goes down and then back up. Minute of linked together with a flat T. Minute of my life. Now here the V sound isn't dropped. It is said lightly. Minute of my life.
Every minute of my life. Every minute of my life. Every minute of my life.
I do. That is my job.
Yes, I do. That is my job. quite a bit of stress here. Yes, I do. That is my job. 2 peaks in each of those sentences. Yes, I do. But the pitch change is very smooth, very linked together, those words. Yes, I do. That is my job. These 2 words linked with a flap T. That is my job.
Yes, I do. That is my job. Yes, I do. That is my job. Yes, I do. That is my job. And your job is to go to school and learn.
And your job is to go to school and learn. And your job is to go to school and learn. Those are the most stressed words there. What's happening with reductions?
And your job is to go to school and learn. And your job is to go to school and learn. And your job is to go to school and learn.
And your job and. So the word and reduced again. I would probably say the vowel isn't reduced and instead of n. Here it was new. But here it's and your. And your job is and your job is and your job is and your job and your job. So even though she's stressing the word your, she's reducing it. She's not saying your, she's saying your. So that's the Y sound, the schwa, and the R. So she's reduced the sounds, but the intonation and the stress is there. Year, up, down, it's a peak. And your job, and your job.
And your job is, and your job is, and your job is to go to school.
Is to go to school. So interestingly, all right, first we have the Z sound in is to. Then I hear this as a true T and the U vowel, not reduced to. I'm not quite sure why she does that. It might be part of the accent she's developing for this period. To. Your job is to go to. But then the second word to, totally reduced. Flap T and the schwa. Go to school.
To go to school. To go to school. To go to school and learn.
And learn. I would write that as schwa n, that reduction. It's certainly not and.
And learn.
So as you've seen here in this dialogue, there are lots of different reductions in American English. T's are pronounced differently depending on the context, ed endings. Pronunciation is not always what you think, like the N apostrophe T in don't. Why is that T dropped? So the more you study English like this and the more you pay attention to how Americans speak, the easier time you will have understanding them, and then also the easier you'll be able to imitate them when you know the details of what's happening. And when you're able to really imitate, then you will start to sound more natural when you speak American English, because a lot of what Americans do with pronunciation might be different from what you learned in school. Let's listen to this whole dialogue one more time.
I apologize, okay?
I want to know where you were.
Denise and I went to a rally to hear Gloria Steinem speak.
What?
Gloria Steinem. She's a writer. She just started her own magazine. She testified in the Senate.
Yeah, I know who Gloria Steinem is. What if you got hurt or arrested?
Mom, it's a rally, not a riot.
Jane, these things can get out of hand.
Okay, well, I'm 15 years old and you don't need to control every minute of my life.
Yes, I do. That is my job. And your job is to go to school and learn.